Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. What a day in the market. A lot of red, a lot of pullback, and a lot of fear. I know some people ask me today, hey, what's going on? And when we see stocks selling off, especially the Mag 7, it causes us to have a lot of concern when we see our portfolio dropping, right? We work hard for our money and we don't like seeing our money going down. We want it to go up. And sometimes we start to lose sight of opportunity that could be coming. Remember what I've been saying in some of my videos that in a midterm year, the markets tend to pull back, and this is a midterm year. Okay, if you don't believe me, go ahead and do some research on that. And I believe the markets are going to start to pull back. And in my opinion, this is going to be opportunity setting up for buying in the dip, and we're going to get a good bounce in 2027. Now, that's just my prediction, right? I could be wrong. Understand that investing does carry risk, but I'm sharing with you what I'm going to be doing and how I'm seeing things. So I do believe the markets are pulling back. I think some of that was the earnings that we recently had on Google and Tesla. If you look at Google, you're going to see that they had amazing earnings. But what you're going to find out is the biggest issue with Google, people are concerned with the AI spending, right? A lot of people are comparing it to the dot-com bust, and there's just a lot of concerns. Now, in my view, I'm not too worried about the AI spending. I believe these companies know exactly what they're doing, and I believe AI is going to be the future. Now, for some people, that could be hard to see. And I think that's what happens to a lot of investors because a lot of people tend to be negative and think things are not going to work. So they're like, wow, these companies are spending so much money. What about if it doesn't give a return and this and that? And they're going to start to sell off, meaning opportunity to be able to get into some amazing companies and grow a great position size so your portfolio can continue to grow. That's how I'm looking at it, and that's how I'm taking it. Now, what I do believe, what Google let us know is the rest of the Mag 7, when they come out with earnings, most likely, in my opinion, I believe they're going to do great on earnings. Just like Google, they're going to do great on earnings, but they're probably increasing their AI spending, and that's going to cause concern and more sell off, more pullback. And then as we go into the midterm, we're probably going to even get more pullback. And a lot of people are not going to want to buy stocks. A lot of people are going to be selling, and they're going to think, oh, the stock market's over, and you're just going to be negative. And I get it. You know, we're human. We tend to see things like this and think the worst when really these are the opportunities. I always say when you're looking at a stock, go ahead and pull up the chart. And you're going to see that the most likely the stock doesn't just look like this, right? It doesn't just go straight to the sky and never pull back. You're going to see it like this. And anytime you see a stock blow up that everybody's talking about it, the people that are really benefiting off that stock are the ones that bought it on the dip, right? The ones that found it before it blew up. You want to invest early on. You want to find opportunity in the market before everyone's buying it. That way, your portfolio really grows and you benefit off that investment that you made. Now, a lot of people ask me, "Hey, what are you going to be doing? What's the next thing? Is there a stock under $10?" And I get that one a lot, so I like to always do some research, find an area where I think there could be opportunity. A stock's under $10 because I know that's pretty popular, so I like to throw that in. But I'm definitely going to be investing in the Mag 7 on the pullback, and some of them I see great opportunity. I love Amazon. And I think as it pulls back, it's going to be great to continue to grow my position size in it. I like Meta. I like Microsoft. I like all these stocks. And if they're going to be pulling back, I'm going to be working on increasing my position size. Even ServiceNow on their earnings, they beat, but there were some weak areas. But I still think ServiceNow is going to be a great opportunity as it pulls back. And Netflix. I wanted to throw out those because those are some I really like now that the market's pulling back. So I wanted to throw that out there. But the stock that's under $10, better yet, under $5, it's called Keel, Keel. It's in the data centers. Now, data centers are hot. I made a lot of profit on APLD when I got into it in 2025. IREN, I made good profit in that one this year, right? Now, those are pulling back, and I think there's opportunity there. But for those of you they're willing to take bigger risk, because this one that I'm talking about, KEEL, is big risk. Okay, it's not a profitable company. But if you have some money and you believe in it and you want to go ahead and take some risk, I don't think it's a bad area under $5. Now, am I going to start buying this one? Do I already have this one in my portfolio? No. I just came recently across it. I am watching it. I'm doing research on it, but I am going to be watching it, because if it comes under $4, maybe under three or in the threes, I might start a position size in it. Now, I do understand that this is not a profitable company. It's a high risk play, and any money that I put into it, I could potentially lose all that money. So just be aware that when you're investing, these are the risks that you run. Now, what are some of the things that you can do to protect yourself? Make sure you're managing your portfolio, meaning you're constantly looking at what you have, you're managing it. If you need to cut something loose, you're doing things like that, putting in a stop loss. And I get this. I understand that stop loss don't work always, right? When the market's closed on the weekend, there's always going to be some risk, but use the tools that are there to help protect you. And those are things that I like to do. Now, I do see this one more as a long-term play. And right now with these pullbacks, I see opportunity more for the long term. Now, I know some people that watch my videos are interested in day trading and doing shorts. If we're pulling back, like I think we're going to as we get closer to midterm and as earnings come out, since I think there's going to be a lot of increased spending in I think a lot of the Mag 7 are going to sell off because of that. Meaning you could make money to the downside if you know about options and you know how to do puts, right? But just understand, if you're newer to options, they're very risky and you can lose a lot of money. Just like you can make a lot of money, but just make sure you don't jump in head first. If you don't really know what you're doing, try to, get your basics and understand what you're getting yourself into, because everything does carry risk. And I like to let the viewers know that investing, there is risk. There's no guarantees. But let's get into this one. So based on the current setup, I am bullish on data centers. I do think they're going to be part of our future, even though there's some negative news and things that come out about data centers. I think they're here to stay. And I think these are going to be great assets to have in a portfolio long term. And Keel could be that, right? It could be one that you get under $5, and maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, it's trading a lot higher, and you'd be really happy that you did that. So let's talk a little bit about Keel. So Keel has pivoted from Bitcoin mining towards AI focused data center infrastructure, giving exposure to one of the strongest investment themes in the market. Okay. And that is true. Data centers, if you keep an eye on them, you would have seen that they've really skyrocketed. I know they've recently pulled back a lot, but if you would have gone to some of these last year, man, you definitely could have made a lot of profit depending at what price you got in. Some of Wall Street analysts have price targets well above the current share price. Now, the current share price is under $5. Now, by the time you watch this video, the price most likely will change, right? But right now, it closed on Thursday. It closed at $4.81. Right now that I'm looking at it after hours is $4.86. Now, I'm making this video Thursday around 9 o'clock p.m. So again, those numbers are going to change on you, but you could see it is under $5. It has a 52-week low of $2, and it has a high of $7.37. But now you know a little bit about this company, also to do some research yourself if this is something that you're interested in. But some risk that we want to talk about. The company is still losing money, right? It's not a profitable company. It is losing money. And its AI infrastructure business remains in the build-out phase, right? It's not proven. It's something that they're getting into. So we got to see, the future of this company. That's why it's a high risk play. And that's why also the share price is under $5. The stock is extremely volatile. So just know it has swings about 10 to 20% in either direction. It's not unusual. I know some people could get scared. You get in at, a certain price and you should see it do a quick pullback. That's something to prepare yourself to stomach, that this can happen with these type of stocks. So if you know you can't handle that, this may not be something that you would be interested in. So my view on it, I am bullish, right? I do think they're at a certain price point. I'll probably will get in it. I'm not in it right now. Want to be honest to the viewers, but I do see this as a possibility of being a home run. So I want to throw that out there. And that's when I see opportunities like this, I like to nibble. I like to take some risk, but I don't go in heavy. I don't put all my money into it because again, I could lose my money. This is a high risk. This just I take some extra money, put it into something I believe could skyrocket, and I'll be paying close attention to this one to see if it gets to a level that I want to enter. So I wanted to bring it to the channel, but if these markets pull back, which I feel that they are, I think it's going to be a great opportunity to DCA. And if you've been watching my videos, if you've been following along, and hopefully you have, and if you haven't, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. I've been saying make sure you're putting some money to the sidelines, make sure you're sitting on some cash because opportunities could be coming to build out your portfolio for those that can be patient and are long-term investors. I think opportunity is coming our way. So you know what I'm going to be doing on these pullbacks? I'm going to be increasing my position size in some great companies. I am looking to take some risk on Keel, Keel. Let me know if you already have this one. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know your views. Go ahead and share it down in the comments below. Also, do me a huge favor. Check out my description box. I got some cool desk mats with the candles and everything like that. So for those of you that want to learn the candlesticks, the patterns and all that, hey, you can have it right on your desk while you're trading, you're looking at the charts. You can use that as a helpful tool. So make sure you're doing that. I am working on a Discord. If you've been following me, you've been noticing I'm saying this on every video. I don't have it ready yet, but it is going to be a community of like-minded people where we're looking to build wealth. We're looking to find opportunity, and it's going to be a community where we can feed off each other, ask each other questions, and share important information to help one another. So if that catches your interest, that's going to be coming out very soon. So definitely keep an eye on that. If you're interested, you can also let me know in the comments below because that's helpful for me to know that there's people interested and I can go ahead and send you the link once it's up and available. Thank you again for your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.